So
Yeah.
Devin, if you couldn't tell by now, is from America. And you know what just happened in America? The Super Bowl happened in America.
That Super Bowl happened. Yes,
More
it did.
importantly, what happened in the Super Bowl is a Super Bowl halftime performance.
Yes, it did.
I'll be so real. I do not give one single about the Super Bowl. I
enough.
just literally tuned in for the Super Bowl performance. We had
Yep.
everybody from the office watching it. We had like about what 10, 12 people watching it.
Yeah.
You've watched it.
I have met multiple times now.
Yes. How do you feel about it?
I loved it.
Why?
It was the message. Well, there's a deeper underlying message to it. And that's Kendrick Lamar's style. Like, there's always, he's always in his lyricism and in his performances and all his music. It's all about, for him, it's Black excellence, but then also there's commentary on the state of the country right now. And so that part. That's what really. That part, I guess, stuck with me, and I didn't. I'll admit, there's a lot I initially didn't pick up on the first watch, but then learn more about it. You watch it back, and it's like, oh yeah, there's.
Yeah, I love seeing those like videos that like break the stuff down, or like, I mean, I don't want to say Easter eggs, but it's kind of like Easter eggs. So like when you watch like a new trailer or something, and you're like, oh, what was that about? What was that line that Samuel Jackson said? Like,
Yeah.
I liked Samuel Jackson's part in it. It was nice because he was like being like the OG or like the uncle. I mean, he was literally Uncle Sam.
Yeah.
But I like the fact that like he was trying to like warn Kendrick of not being too black, but then Kendrick was like, nah, fuck all that. Let me just be myself.
That's exactly what he's representing there. It's like, your traditional Uncle Sam of, this isn't, what white America would say a lot is, this, what Kendrick's doing, is it's not American.
Yeah.
It's not good enough. You know. So that was Samuel Jackson was a great character, I think, and that a great addition to the whole performance.
Now, there's been a lot of, I don't want to say backlash, but there's been some backlash to the performance where not everybody universally loved the performance.
Sure.
A lot of people didn't like it, a lot of people hated it, and a lot of people showed videos in the crowd of like people being like not impressed, I'll say.
I saw quite a few videos of the opposite, to be honest.
Well, I saw both, and now I'm like confused. Now I'm like, bro, it's so much misinformation. I'm like, were people actually quiet, or were people like screaming A minor?
Oh, they were definitely screaming A minor. I saw.
And so, I don't know. I think because the person that runs the halftime performance shows, I think, is Jay-Z. Has been for like the last couple of years.
He's got a big role in that.
And I don't know where he goes from here. Like, who do you think next year is gonna be? Because I think like for me, like I like the performance, but I think it could have been done a little bit differently to appeal to more audiences. I think I think Kendrick Lamar has had multiple smash hits that are like actual country anthems that he could have played instead of like open up with like an unreleased freestyle.
Yeah, well, I think it's like, I hear you, but also I think it's because his whole thing at this point where Kendrick Lamar is he's very much a trailblazer. He's like he went from being this kind of up and coming figure back in the 2010s, a prominent figure, but now he's sort of like in a position where he's basically creating the trends. Because you're right, he didn't play many big hits. Most of what he played at the start was like a freestyle that's not unreleased. It's on YouTube, I think, when when his latest album dropped.
Oh, fair.
But then also everything else on that basically
super recent.
Yeah, everything except for like 2 or 3 songs came out in like this last year. But I think that's the thing is like people would say, "Oh no, why aren't you playing more of your hits?" But I think it's incredibly bold of him to be like, "No, this is my new shit.
Yeah,
listen to this."
Yeah.
And I don't know. I found it pretty bold,
and the boldness worked out. Like, I think I didn't know. I mean, obviously, Super Bowl is massive. Everybody knows that, but I think it was a wake-up call to me seeing the effect of the Super Bowl halftime performance to what Kendrick's numbers are right now.
Yeah.
Unprecedented. Stupid numbers.
Yeah.
I'm talking, Not Like Us went back to number 1, right?
Yeah.
And then
it's a 9-month-old song now.
9-month-old song that went back to number 1 on Billboard. He topped Drake in being the most listened to rapper on Spotify ever.
Yep.
He's also the first rapper to ever surpass 100 million monthly listeners. That's crazy that it's
unreal.
taken this long, and it's Kendrick. Like, I really thought Drake would have hit 100 million
Yeah,
easy, like over the last 10 years at some point.
totally. I mean, I mean, honestly, yeah, I feel like Drake's
Yeah.
always had more. I mean, I lean more towards Kendrick myself, but
Yeah.
like Drake, I mean, I think he's got more, popular appeal, like
Yeah.
pop in terms of like pop
Yeah.
music. So like, yeah, I totally would have expected him to cross that line first.
Yeah, and
So,
I mean, it is definitely worth it if you're an artist. Like, a lot of people were pointing out the fact that, like, apparently the Super Bowl doesn't pay the performers.
yeah, I just learned that. I didn't realize.
Yeah,
they
and
didn't do
like,
that. Yeah,
but like, who cares? Every performer performing, it's not like they're like a upcoming artist. Like, they're
yeah,
a multimillionaire, and like the exposure. Yes, sure, paid by exposure isn't like the best term in the world, but if it's Super Bowl exposure, I'm
yeah,
taking that any day of the week. Like, wow, it's crazy.
yeah. Or I mean, I don't know, like I in my own work as like when I've done some music journalism, like I've done reviews of stories where my payment is literally like a ticket to the concert.
Yeah,
So it's like, I mean, for them, Super Bowl tickets
Yeah.
are thousands on the low end.
Yeah.
So it's like maybe that's their payment. You
Yeah,
get to watch a
Super Bowl.
football game. I don't know.
yeah, and obviously, the Eagles won over
The
who?
Chiefs.
The Chiefs,
Yep.
and that was a big upset.
That was remarkable.
And if you put your money on the Eagles, then you are a multimillionaire right now.
Probs.
Yeah, yeah, it's crazy. Who do you think the next one is gonna be, or who do you think the next one should be?
What was the next performer? Ooh.
Because
That's
if I'm being honest, I think they pivot from rap. I think they've done too much rap in terms of like, if I'm like the average Joe Schmo, I think my complaint is gonna be that they've done too much rap. Like, that'd be like switching back to like pop.
yeah, but they also have done like decades of pop, haven't they? So
Yeah, but I don't know. It's only so much leeway they can give Jay-Z. You know, I don't know. I don't know.
yeah, I mean, well, yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm trying to think. Because they do well. It's a weird thing because they definitely want to do popular artists, but then also like was it last year? It was Usher, who
Yeah.
definitely popular, but I don't know how relevant he's been in the
Yeah.
last few years.
Yeah.
So gosh, I don't really
Yeah,
know.
I think you need to have like I forgot what the song is called, but there's like a specific song that like everybody knows. Today's gonna be the day that
Oasis.
Yes, they should do that. They should do the
They're
Super Bowl.
probably overdue. Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. In terms of like rock bands, totally them.
Yeah.
Or
It just has to be like
um,
countrywide anthems. I think you need to have like
Mm.
one or two of those in your catalog, and then everything else you can like get experimental and weird with. I feel
Just-
like.
sure.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think who else is out there who's big enough.
I mean, there's like the
Um,
big hitters like in Taylor Swift.
Yeah, that's actually. I mean, yeah, actually, I'm kind of surprised she hasn't been
Yeah.
asked to do it yet,
Yeah.
or maybe she's been asked and she just hasn't
Yeah.
agreed. I don't know.
Beyonce would go crazy.
She's been on there a couple times now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I
don't
don't know.
really have.
Who's-
I mean, honestly, the best one in my head, but it's never gonna happen. Kanye West, bro. Kanye West is like the perfect person to play a Super Bowl halftime performance. Hear me out. He
Listen.
is elite at events in general. I think from his like listening parties and stuff, he
Yeah.
understands like how to really I don't know, like have a formulaic atmosphere for a specific type of night that he's going with. Number two is his music is just undeniable. His music
Yeah.
pre 2020, I'll say, is undeniable. He's got like the old classic bangers like I don't know, Wait Till I Get My Money, Power, like Devil in a Black Dress, like
Yeah.
Devil in a Red Dress. I don't know.
I can't remember.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
like he's got like undeniable slappers that everybody knows.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and completely separate. This is saying it all
Yeah.
completely separate from recent events.
Yeah,
but,
of course.
recent as in the last few years. But, completely separate from that. Like, yeah, no, I agree. Like, he's definitely like, he's got a real creative
Yeah.
mind. He's, I think, just very talented.
Yeah.
The other stuff's unfortunate. So
Yeah, it's
I
a
think,
shame.
I think that will get in the way
Yeah,
of
no.
that
I
happening.
don't think Jay-Z is the biggest fan of him right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's fun.
Maybe-
It's a fun thing to look forward to.
Maybe Jay-Z will throw himself up there.
He should. I don't know why. I don't know if Jay-Z would be enough by on his own. I don't think he's got like. Does he have music like that? By countrywide anthems, I mean like the average or like a random person in America wouldn't know Kanye, but they'd know a Kanye song.
Right. I think the one thing that comes to mind for me for Jay is Empire State of Mind
Yeah.
with Alicia Keys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In New York country.
You're not gonna hear me
Yeah.
sing.
No. That's fair. Yeah. I mean, yeah, Super Bowl is fun.
Yes.
It'll be coming again next year, so that's something to look forward to. The ads went crazy. Was there any specific ad that like stuck out to you?
I saw one for Mountain Dew that really I was like, huh?
What was it?
Did you see this?
I don't think so.
It was like, oh, it's bonkers. So do you know who Seal is? The singer Seal.
Yes,
Yes.
of course. What?
Yeah. he's more of a 90s
Yeah.
kind of dude. He's saying Kiss by a Rose. Yeah. Baby, I can burn
Oh
you.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
So he featured in a Mountain Dew ad where some random girl like drank Mountain Dew. Oh, it was Baja Blast specifically. She got sent to like some alternate world and she saw Seal, which was his head on this one.
Okay.
His head's put. Just watch.
Yeah, I'll watch.
I'll tell the.
Yeah, go.
I'll explain after Abdul watches.
Refreshing.
It's kissed by the perfect amount of tropical lime.
You're not ready.
Oh, actual seals. Fuck out of here.
The way your face changed.
Dude, what the fuck? Okay. Yeah, that's crazy CGI, man.
So that's his head just slapped on us. I'm like, holy shit!
Oh, wait. I gotta show people this.
That's like that stood out more than anything, I think, to me in terms of Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, that's
oh
wild.
My god!
I need to try Baja Blast, man. The marketing behind Baja Blast is insane.
They need to bring it here. It's not in New Zealand or
Taco Bell.
Yeah, guys, we have Taco Bell. Yeah. Bring the Baja.
We're one step in the way. For me, there's two main ones for me. There was one that was like interestingly titled "Your Attention, Please."
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was basically. I mean, it's gonna sound insane, and I don't like the ad for what the ad is. I like what it represents. I need to say that. It's basically a bunch of displayal of women's breasts in like sexually in a sexual manner and not so sexual manner, but just like how like everybody is always paying attention to boobs, but no one is really paying attention to getting their boobs like screened for like breast cancer and stuff.
Right.
And breast cancer is like super close thing to me because I've got like a family history on it. But it's really nice because I mean, first of all, I mean it grabs the attention of everybody because you know what I'm saying. Not me though. I'm different. And then it does the portrayal of the message really in a really nice way. And it stood out to me because the website was called yourattentionplease.com. And that was like crazy.
So what were the ads like? Like were they maybe you should
Let me show you.
Yeah, please show me.
Let me show you. So if you okay. Let's go. Your attention, please. It's an ad by Novartis. I don't know what that is. But it's basically like just a video about people staring at so much attention yet so ignored. Over 6 million women watching today's game may be diagnosed with breast cancer.
Oh, Wanda Sykes.
Yeah.
Early detection for breast cancer is a game changer, and why I'm able to be here today. So let's get more women screened than ever before. Go to yourattentionplease.com and take the first step.
I wonder if we could like.
I wonder why it's called. I wonder why it's called Your Attention, Please. Why they went with that? But still, like, I mean, it's
a cool name.
Yeah. Someone should use that. No, that's that I thought that was really cool. That was really smart.
It was really good. And I think the idea is that just like people pay so much attention towards breast, but people should pay attention. I don't know what I'm trying to say, gang, but you know what I'm saying. Like it's good. The other one that stood out to me, which we don't have to really touch on, is Kanye's because it looked like a cool ad. I promise. Then I went to easy.com, and there's one T-shirt with like a little drawing on it that is not to be discussed in this podcast.
A slight symbol.
Yeah.
Yeah, did not see it
Think
coming.
World War or something like that.
Did not see
Yeah,
it coming.
think SWAS. What? Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah. Funny, not funny. It was a nice. I won't even talk, bro. I don't like that. Never mind.
He's done an ad like that before, that where it's literally just him face cam.
Yeah,
shit.
but this time I liked it a little bit more because it's like, yes, he's doing the same thing, but he's being like, he got like new teeth installed or some shit, or like he had like new grills, and he was like,
Okay.
oh, all the money for the production I spent on my teeth, so go to easy.com. Do not do that. Do not go to easy.com.
Yeah, we do not endorse.
That was in quotations.
Yeah.
Holy shit,
How
man.
do you
I was when I discussed this last week with, I think it was Daniel or something. Okay, I don't know how to feel about this, but I was wearing a Kanye t-shirt, and I still have a Kanye t-shirt.
Right.
Like I feel like Pablo t-shirt. And it only hit me like later that day in the gym, and I was like looking at myself in the mirror. I was like, oh, I'm wearing a Kanye t-shirt. So maybe I don't know if I should bring that back. It's a little
that's your move, man.
Yeah.
I honestly won't. Just whatever. It's a tricky thing.
Yeah.
It's like, because I mean, for the longest time with Kanye, like my justification was, okay, piece of shit, but also great music. But then, within some stuff from within the last month, I'm like,
yeah, you can only separate the art from the artist so much that like it gets to a point where you actually can't.
Yeah, it becomes like,
and that was the case with them.
Yeah.